Golden pipes, very nice. Let's go up for our main event introductions.
This is the Driller Promotions Sterling Entertainment Group main event of the evening. This will be 3 5-minute rounds at a catch weight of 160 pounds. So without further ado, the time is now! Introducing first, in the blue corner, standing 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 160 pounds, and fighting out of Des Moines, Iowa. He's representing Des Moines Mixed Martial Arts and holding a record of 50 wins, 36 losses. He is Ted Red Worthington. And his opponent in the red corner, standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 160. This man has a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighting style, and he's fighting out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. He's representing the Academy and holding a record of 9 wins and only 1 loss. He is Nate Homme.
Referee Ross Ogden in control of our main event, which takes place under the welterweight division, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Again, I'm TJ DeSantis along with Andrew Studer. Joining us cage side, Dan Moret, for our main event of the evening of Downtown Showdown 10.
A lot of Reds in the building tonight. Whether it be Schaefer, Worthington.
And a lot of Homme fans here to see Nate come back to mixed martial arts. Worthington meeting him with some uppercuts.
Yeah, it was a good right uppercut that landed for Ted. Didn't seem like there was much on it, but
Homme coming forward and Worthington standing back and throwing some vicious punches in the inside.
yeah, he really is.
Ring rust always a question. Homme responds to that early, getting active with the takedown. Settles in at half.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. When I told Ted that he would be fighting a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, he sort of scoffed and said it won't be the first time.
Well, the black belt just took mount.
Yeah.
Dan, what do we want to see Nate Homme work here from this position?
Nate Homme's got a multitude of attacks from any position here. I roll the guy, every day, and it's not a treat. I'll tell you that. He's a great teacher and a great guy, but going live with him is not a pleasant thing. He does have actually heavy hands. I mean, he hits hard as well, but I mean the jiu-jitsu is top notch. He's got great control. He's super heavy on top, incredibly strong guy, and he's got great attacks from everywhere. There's not a spot where he doesn't know something that he can take or an advantage. If you slip up at all, he's going to take something. So we'll see what he wants to try to set up here and take.
We talk about the experience of Ted Worthington. Experience is great and all, but it's really, really hard to buck a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt off of mount.
Yeah.
Homme taking his time here, making sure that he doesn't overextend himself, trying to take something that's not there. Will be interesting, Dan. Would you suggest that Homme try to maybe go for an armbar? Because if he misses, he definitely gives up a really superior position.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably would advise against it from Homme's perspective. He's got the good position here, and there's other things he can do without risking his position as much. He's going to try to set up maybe an Ezekiel choke here.
Not something you normally see without a gi on.
And he is good at it. Even no gi, he puts it in a lot of times, and it's something that's hard to defend because you're not used to defending it. It's a sneaky kind of deal, and it's one of his favorites.
A guy like Worthington, who we talked about possibly having over 100 fights, whether or not they've all been recorded is debatable. Probably never had an Ezekiel choke thrown at him in an MMA fight.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Homme postures up here. He's got some space. Not really posturing to throw punches, and he is now. Oh, there's that arm triangle. Worthington overextended his body just a little bit, and that was enough to get Homme the position here. We'll see if Homme tries to finish it from side. He right now trying to finish it from mount. It's a position that happens, but generally the technique is to try to maybe move off the side and break it off that way.
Right.
Yep, yeah, that is the traditional route, but Homme, of course, can finish this from here.
And
the referee, Ross Ogden, asking Worthington if he's all right. Worthington just giving him the thumbs up. Hanging tough here.
And
now he switches to side. We'll see if he can finish it here. Trying to cut off the blood to the brain. This is a straight blood choke.
Belly too.
Now, Dan, would you like to see Homme maybe try to buck off to his hip? Now he's back to mount, but when he's in side position, should he try to get up his hip and maybe walk counterclockwise?
Yeah, there's several ways to finish that, actually. The knee on belly technique there with the grip he had and the position that Worthington's arms was in, was actually probably going to be tighter, and it's just a painful thing as well. As well as being choked, it's the knee in your abdominals as well and digging into the ribs, and he's giving up his back, which is.
Interesting. Homme really spent a lot of time on that choke. The arm and head choke is a choke. It's different than a guillotine. You're not going to burn yourself out on that either. So he should have a lot of gas still here in Mount.
Yeah. Yep.
Worthington trying to stay game here. We're bordering the point where you almost go a 10-8 round if Worthington gets on here.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what I was going to say. I mean, when you've had Mount, what, 4 minutes of the first round?
Yeah, it's been a very long time here for Homme.
Yeah.
Had a good submission attempt as well, and now especially if he starts to land some shots, he's kind of controlled all facets of it and dominated those.
This is a perfect fight for Nate Homme to come back to mixed martial arts, really able to take his time. Now he's going up for that arm bar. We'll see if he can try to finish it here. He definitely has the arm. He's trying to extend it. It's done. That's in.
Ted's hanging on.
Ted Worthington, he might get his arm broken here.
He just might.
And that's Steve. Wow. Oh, very nice. Nate Homme back in mixed martial arts with a submission win in the first round. Credit to Ted Worthington.
Yeah,
he hung tough, but Dan, that thing was in tight.
Yeah, he takes your arm. It's going to be tough to get it back, that's for sure.
Nate Homme victorious, showing off his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu skills, knocking off the ring rust tonight. Pushes his record to 10-1. We'll see what he wants to do going forward because, we talked about the long layoff. Nate Homme still shows that he has skills.
Yeah.
Didn't fight maybe the most elite level competition, but a good welcome back fight for him going forward. I'd love to see him back in the cage relatively soon. Hopefully it's not another 5 years.
Yeah, I completely agree. And also, I would probably like to see him face more of a high-level striker in his next fight. I mean, Ted Worthington landed a couple decent punches before he was taken down. And that's sort of where Kyle Jensen controlled the fight, was on the feet.
Ted Worthington out of the cage, getting attended to. Let's go up to Mike Majuk for our official time.
After 4 minutes, 22 seconds in the first round, the winner by armbar, Nate Homme!
Nate Homme victorious. Ted Worthington not able to stick around for the